Hey artists, how's it going? It's Monsterpawss. If you're watching this, and hopefully you are, then that means that a freaking miracle has happened, and I actually have some kind of internet now. This last month has been a roller coaster of emotions, mainly bad emotions, and I hate feeling sad and depressed and whatnot, but this drawing is actually inspired by how I've been feeling for the past month with no contact with you guys and pretty much dropping everything and moving to a completely foreign town. When we first moved here about a month ago, I had extremely bad art block. I didn't draw for a few weeks. This drawing actually took me about 2 days to finish, which is surprising considering it's actually a pretty big drawing, and even though there's not a whole lot of detail compared to some of the other drawings that I do, it's still, it took a while, but it was faster than most of the other drawings that I have, mainly because I guess I had so many pent-up emotions, and drawing is my way of expressing myself and expressing my emotions and getting my feelings out there onto paper. So I wanted to explain to you guys a few things, because this drawing actually does have some meaning to it. Obviously, this is the goddess of anxiety. I wanted to give my anxiety and my depression a face and personify it, because to me that helps me get over any negative emotions that I may be feeling at the time. I wanted to keep the color palette a cool color palette, so I used mainly blues and purples, but I wanted to also have pops of warm colors, because even though when you're feeling anxious and you're feeling depressed, there is always some sort of hope or some sort of light at the end of the tunnel. So that is what the yellow in the hair and around the eyes and on the face represent, is some sort of light at the end of the tunnel of anxiety and depression. I wanted her expression to be somewhat worrisome, maybe like she's on the verge of tears or something along that line, but I also wanted her to be beautiful and pretty, because after all, she is a goddess, even though she is the goddess of pretty much sadness and depression and anxiety and everything that isn't necessarily a happy feeling. The pen that I'm using for the design in the background is a Pilot High-Tech C pen in .3. When it comes to the hands, I wanted them to feel and look as if they were shaking, so that's why she has so many fingers. I wanted to kind of come up with an abstract way of depicting shaking hands. I fill in the extra fingers using graphite, because when I do feel an anxiety attack or a panic attack coming on, my hands usually get really sweaty and numb, and it kind of feels like when your hands fall asleep. And that feeling, to me, when I picture what that would look like, it always looks like static to me. So the easiest way that I could come up with depicting a staticky feeling was to just fill it in with graphite and not blend it out and make it look smooth. I just let it be rough looking, and hopefully it kind of depicts that pins and needles feeling. bottom of the drawing, I decided to add a title for the picture, and I'm not gonna lie, I added it mainly because I had a bunch of white space to fill and I had no idea what to put there without just like filling in solid color or something like that. And I don't really ever do words, mainly because I feel like it takes away from the actual drawing, but I decided to put words on the bottom of this one and kind of differentiate it a little bit. Even though the energy in this video is probably not as high as the energy in some of my other videos, and it's a little bit more of a deeper subject, I am still extremely happy with the way that this drawing turned out, especially because I had to push through one of the hardest art blocks that I've ever had since maybe when I had my art block going through college, which was probably the worst time of my life. All in all, this drawing means a lot to me, and it's probably my favorite drawing that I've done all year, maybe in the past few years, and I hope you guys like it. Hopefully, if any of you are out there suffering with anxiety and depression, hopefully this drawing maybe represents something for you, or kind of comforts you in a way, knowing that you're not alone in your feelings and things like that. I think that's pretty much it for the meaning of this drawing. This drawing, I will have prints available on my Redbubble shop if you guys are interested, and not just prints, but you can get phone cases, laptop cases, skins, sketchbooks with it printed on the cover, things like that. And I also wanted to take the time to say thank you guys so much for 15,000 subscribers. What the hell is that on my hand? Ew. That's disgusting. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for 15,000 subscribers. That's fucking amazing. And I do actually have a giveaway in the works for 15,000, so that will probably be my next video. So keep a lookout for that. Hopefully you guys like what I have in store. I think we're about out of time for this video, so I just wanted to say again, thank you guys so much for sticking around during my absence. I kind of expected to come back and there'd be nobody around to watch, so thank you so much for sticking around with me. And I do have more videos in the works for you guys. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. I am very active on my Snapchat as well. Instagram and Facebook are probably the best places to find out updates for me. So, if you like what you saw and you want to see more, you can subscribe. We do art things. And remember, don't quit your daydream.